All right, you know what time it is. It's time for the Power Hour. I'm your host, DJ Larry Jones, aka Mr. Important. If you don't know me, then you don't know anybody. Now, I got my brother on the show today, man. His name is JJ Williams from the hot new show, Belle Collectives on OWN. JJ, what's going on, brother?
Baby boy, it's a pleasure to be here. What's going on? What's going on with you?
Oh man, listen, it's all good over here, man. I got to give it up to you, man, for Father of the Year. I watched the show last night, and I got to give you Father of the Year, bro, for gifting your daughter with that car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta make them all feel like queens. That means, if I make them feel like queens, then everybody else got there they come across. They gonna got there and have to got there and make them feel like queens, and they can't accept nothing less.
There you go. Hey, that's how you do it. That's
Yes,
how you do it,
sir.
man. Listen, man. First off, I want to say, you on the show, man. I notice what I love about you and your family, and I mentioned it to your wife last week. What I love about you and your family is that tight family. We need to see more of that on the
Yeah,
show. Now, reality shows are pretty much known for their drama and stuff like that. We get that. I get that. But what I like about you and your family, man, is the fact that, y'all together. You sit down, you talk.
exactly.
And I don't know. I want to see more of that, bro. Are we going to see more of that on the show?
Well, I can't give it all away, but goddamn it, we got something to bring to the table, you better believe they gonna goddamn it add, and we gonna give them everything that they want to see, far as blended families and all that, because that's a big thing that's going on right now, and
Yeah.
people got to know how to cope through that right there. You see one way, but we live a real life out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you go through that, a lot of times it's just children anyway, whether it's girls or boys. They ain't gonna like what you say, got that as far as adults. We didn't like what our parents were telling us when we were coming up as adults, but we learned to appreciate it when we got older, and it made us better men and women in life. And that's what it's all about. See, people ain't raising kids right now. Kids
Right.
raising goddamn parents. And goddamn, that's what we got. That's where the world going wrong at, because right now they basically controlling everything. They feel entitled everything. You gotta let children know from the door that you're the adult. And regardless of what they don't like and what they do like, it's up to you to keep a firm hand, because what they don't appreciate now, they're gonna appreciate later.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. Now, I want to go back to last week's episode.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about that a little bit. Now, there was some stuff going on with your daughters, and what was that all about? If you can talk about, we know what it was about, but how did you feel in that moment when they were talking about that? And for people who don't know what we're talking about right now, go back and watch Bella Collectives on OWN, and you see what we're talking about. But what would you feel in that moment? Because I was watching your face, and it was almost like you were at a loss for words.
Yeah. That was, to be honest with you, I was looking like it kind of took me back, because see,
Yeah,
I had stepbrothers coming up.
yeah,
So to be honest with you, it kind of brought, took me back, got done in time, got done, because, my daddy had got remarried, my mama had got remarried. And like I say, this world go through blended, families, and, and people just don't know what's going on. There's a lot of things, I didn't like, when I was coming up, that I thought, should have been done. And, like I say, as kids, man, we gonna all feel like that.
yeah,
We gonna all go through stuff. And when I was kind of listening, I was listening like, okay, yeah, I'm listening to what's going on, and you want to try to do everything you can to make everybody feel comfortable. And based what I went through in life, I have always said, whether it's step daughters, stepsons, or whatever the situation might be, I want to make sure that everybody is treated equally. So when I was listening, what was going on, I was hearing her side, so Gucci's daughter's side. I was hearing, my daughter's side. And to be honest with you, I was just looking at it as, okay, yeah, they being children. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff my daughters didn't like, that, I'm pretty sure, that So Gucci's daughter might have did or said, and there's a lot of stuff, So Gucci's daughter might not like what my daughters did or said, but it's a part of growing up. Them kids, ain't nothing gonna be picture perfect. Ain't nothing gonna get done to be exactly the way you want, but you gotta learn how to bounce from it. Because what I went through, I wouldn't change it. Even though I didn't like it, I wouldn't change nothing, because it made me the man I am today. See, you got to go through stuff through spurts and got done it. That's how you grow in life. People think you can just ride, got done a smooth sailing and don't have no bumps up in the road. You're going to have bumps in the road.
Oh,
You
it's
didn't
gonna
have
be
bumps
there.
in the road. How you going to become who you is up in life? You got to go through something. Everybody want money, but they don't want to do what you got to go through to get the money. Everybody got done want a perfect lifestyle, but they don't want to put the hard work it is. They got done to have what they want for their lifestyle. You got to go through bumps and bruises and don't think it's going to be through smooth sailing, got done so you can be the person you is today. So we going to go through some things. So it is, for me, to answer your question, I call it growth. I'm looking like, oh yeah, it's going to make you a better person, all of them.
Yeah. You know, and I'm kind of going through the same thing, you know, too. You know, we took our kids on vacation to Florida, right? And,
Exactly.
you know, my daughter was feeling some type of way, whatever she felt. I tried to get her to open up, but she wouldn't open up. You know what I mean? It's like after we got back, she just looked like, yeah, whatever. I'm not coming back. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But that's how they are, man. But I don't know if we can chalk it up to one big misunderstanding, and they'll, like you said, grow from it,
There you
and
go.
you know what I mean, and move on, because we all here to support the kids. It's all about the
Exactly.
kids. It's all
Exactly.
about family, man. You know, and I try to bring that all together,
And then
man.
And then there's another thing. It's just like, you know, and I know you don't seen it in plenty of times up in family. A lot of things you can't understand as a child as you get older, because see, I know this man right now, you know, and he was going through a lot of stuff with his children, you know, and he's way older than me. He's about 70 something years old right now. He said, man, you know what? He said, I had the hardest time raising my children, got done, to trying to get them to be the way I needed them to be. He said, they thought I was the meanest, got done, something it was. He said, man, they hated me, got done. And he said, but you know what? When they got older in life, he said, and they matured, he said, man, do you know they came to me and said, Dad, I want to thank you for
There you
being the
go.
way you was towards me. He said, well, if I could have done things different, I probably would have changed it. He said, but what they told him was, no, we wouldn't want you to change. The reason we are who we are today is because of the way you was. Because that's the reason I said, you got to treat children and teach them the way you want them to be. And what they don't see right now, they'll come around to it later, and they'll appreciate you. They'll hate you even more if you don't be that way.
Right. Absolutely. Definitely. So
Yes,
where are
sir.
they? Where are they now as far as getting? Are they getting along pretty good? Where are they now? How are they? I mean, because I noticed
Oh
in the
man,
show.
let me tell you something. They
Yeah.
you know, they got done to get along. You know, it's just like I said, it's just like sisters and brothers. My sister, my blood sister. Hell, we got done and went through stuff when I was
Oh
little.
yeah.
Got done. I got done. We used to get the goddamn fighting, and I get the whooping because she have been on did something to me. She ride my back. Got done. We playing horse ride. I get on her. She busts her lip. I get the whooping. Now I'm hating her. Got done. I'm mad at her. Now I don't want to deal with her. So my thing is, I'm hating her now because I feel like they treating her a certain kind of goddamn way. I feel like my sister getting me in goddamn trouble. I feel like goddamn if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be getting these goddamn whooping seem like every goddamn day. I grew up thinking I supposed to get a whooping every goddamn day. But the thing
Right.
is, you know, I felt a certain kind of way then, but I love her to death now. You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And we
Family.
laugh and joke about it now. If somebody come and tell you they don't go through stuff in life and they got done and they don't feel a certain kind of way, they
They
ain't living in
lied.
America. They ain't living in this world. Because
Either that.
everybody gonna feel a certain kind of way.
Oh yeah.
Everybody think you supposed to have this crystal clear, balanced out life, got done where you ain't going through nothing in life. Man, you got to be out your mind.
Impossible.
Everybody going through something. And it's up to
Facts.
you to take what you're going through, acknowledge it, learn from it, got done it, and make a better way for yourself so you can grow in life. Because see, that's what made me better towards my kids. That's the reason I treat my children, you know, the way I did. And I wanted to make sure that I gave them what I didn't have. But at the same time, I ruled a firm hand. Because, see, I didn't let them get away. It's a lot of times my daughter told me, Dad, I don't even want to dance. I say, baby, let me tell you something. Idle mind is a devil workshop.
So there
You
you
ain't
go.
got no choice. When you get older and you get grown and you ain't staying up under my roof, then you got a choice of what you want to do. But until then, you're going to have to go by dad's rules. And if
Right.
I had allowed them to do what they want to do, and me not be the child. And I'm saying, well, I ain't gonna do it. Them daddy babies, I ain't gonna let. I'm not gonna let. I feel about their feelings. I'm not gonna let them do this.
Right.
Them daddy babies, I want them to be happy. See, now I'm not letting them be a child. I'm not raising them as a
There you
child
go.
like I
There you
want.
go.
And then on top of that, guess what? They wouldn't have been on the bring. They wouldn't have been there as a dog. They would have missed out on opportunity. So that show you what I did. It must got done. It was for a good cause because now they internationally known. Because what? I stood up with a firm hand and made them do what I thought they should be doing as a parent, and it paid off.
It paid off. Bro,
Yes,
you know, I gotta give it up to you, man. You know, we need more dads like you in the world, man. We definitely do.
Thank
know
you,
what I mean?
thank you, thank you.
Big time, big time. Now, with
And that's
that
the reason we try to show so Gucci the love, because we don't want her daughter to feel left out. And, you know, sometimes it takes, you know, us longer to come around than others. But we want to also show her, as you seen on the show last night, boom,
right.
got done, you having this baby right here. Look what we got for you. Got done. We want to make sure you feel the love, too.
There you go.
And that's when we brought that new ride, too.
That's when you bought that ice cream, that white ice cream ride out there,
right? There you go. Yes, sir.
Bro, you're such a happy spirit, man. I love your spirit, man. Now, I notice you don't get involved in none of that drama on the show, man. Is that something that you said, listen, I'm going into this. I don't have time for all of that. I'm going to be me. Did you consciously go into the show knowing I'm not getting involved in none of what's going on?
I'm going to be honest with you. I just do me. I don't even think about the drama. I don't think about what they're doing, because when you start trying to predict to yourself what you ain't going to do and what you ain't going to try to get into, that's when you start getting into it. You got to be natural. That's the reason a lot of people, you know, into acting like me, because for one, I'm natural. The way you see me now, that's how I am on TV. The way you see me on TV, that's how you're going to see me when you see me in person. Ain't nothing going to change about me. This is who I am. What you see is what you're going to get. So my thing is, whatever's portraying right there at that moment, that's the reaction you're going to get. I don't prepare for nothing. I just do everything naturally.
There you go. Now, the reunion show is coming up soon. Now let me ask you this. Is that already taped, or how does that work?
Oh, yeah, man. Let me tell you something. That reunion, man, when I tell you they hitting below the belt, whoa, man, everybody about to get ready for this reunion, because, man, I thought I had heard and seen it all. When I tell you it was stuff came up on this reunion that wasn't even talked about on the show, man, let me tell you something. Woo! Wow. I'm surprised there's some people still mad. I'm just going to break it down to you like that, because, boy, this could destroy a lot of goddamn marriage if you ain't strong in the mind, goddamn, it got your heart right, because, boy, they were bringing up some stuff we didn't even know about, goddamn it, that they was hitting from every angle. So I'm talking about from me to everybody else, goddamn it, like, wow, you know, where this come up at? Oh, y'all were hiding this right here? Oh, my goodness, y'all with the ladder talk about this?
But I can't wait to see it. Now, when is that going to air? When is it going to air?
I don't know when is it going to air, because I'm thinking we got like maybe 1 or 2 more episodes, and then it's supposed to air after them. But I don't know if they add more episodes to the show, because so many people loving Belle Collective, they can't get enough of it, and they trying to figure out, I guess, if they're going to add, because everybody like, it can't end. We need more. We need more. And now, you know, they don't, you know, they bringing more me and my family on out, and, you know, we doing the darn thing as well. So, you know, I don't know how they are planning on doing it. You know, all I know is if they do it the way they're supposed, I'm thinking about another week or 2. But if they add more episodes, we don't know how they're trying to do it. So we just like the audience. We looking, trying to see what's going on too. You know, we watch tuning in every week, because, you know, a lot of times we don't see what's going on. And, you know, they'll put everything, you know, they'll basically record everything, but we be like the audience too. We be looking like trying to see what's going on next week too.
Yeah. And I know it's, some of that stuff even shocks you, and you're like, what?
You know what I mean? Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't forget about it. We're like, damn, did we do that?
But like I said, man, we need to see more of your family. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That'll break the monotony up of some of the drama. I know people like that, but we need to see more black love, man. More
and that's what we want to give to them. We want to show them, you know, even though you go through things, you also can work things out. You know, we blend the family, but, you know, like you say, our family, you know, we try to give people something that they can relate to, be inspiration on top of that. We like to be inspiration in people's lives. When
Yeah.
people got done, they can say, I understand, and not just be inspiration, but they can learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take something from it, and make their life better.
Right. Man, it's been a pleasure. I gotta have you back on after the reunion, man. I gotta have you guys
Oh
back
my
on.
goodness,
'Cause
yes, yes. I
it's
look forward to being on.
yeah, it's gonna be tons for us to talk about, man. So I can't wait to have you on after the reunion, man. And
Yes,
listen, we
sir.
we we even gotta link up in person one day, man. And
Yeah,
just, you know what I mean?
exactly. Where you out of?
I'm in North Carolina, in Charlotte.
Oh yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, the girls just came from down there. With a big event. They still, be doing tours and stuff. With Coach D. From
Right.
bringing and everything with the dolls, and they just came down there and they had I think about 2 or 3 sold out show events. I think they had at the
Really?
camp like 700 girls or something.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely got to link up, man. But man, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I know you got to run. I know you got some things planned for the day.
Oh yeah, baby, finna go to this Jackson State JSU game, got done it.
There you
Grambling
go.
got there, coming to town, got done it. But my daughter and them, they was off today. I can't do the Alcorn braids today because my daughter Sky, she on the drill team, co-captain. I can't do that today, got done. I'm busting out the
There you
Jackson
go.
State shirt today, got done.
There you go. All right,
Yes,
Jay.
sir.
Listen, man, I'm gonna get my info over to you, man. We got to stay in touch, man, and link up. All right.
Okay, Mr. Jones, it's a
Uh,
pleasure got there and meeting with you. Look forward to after the reunion, DJ Larry.
all right. Hey, thanks for doing the show, man. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
All right.